Hello, James, and welcome back to another Monday update. I saw that stuff about Iron Lung. That looked pretty cool. Cool that big YouTuber, obviously, but a YouTuber is able to get a movie in theaters. I've seen that before, like his channel. I've watched it a little bit. He's pretty funny, I think, but most of the time. Um, Sometimes I've watched gaming videos as occasionally play around with game ideas, but um, yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I saw something where it's actually reached 30 million now theatrically, so pretty impressive for a YouTuber kind of doing it himself. And it's cool. I watched an interview with him, I think it was on IGN, where he sounds like he did a lot of the work himself, including I think the editing. But he also talked about he's like, oh, it's cool how I can do everything in one app, and he was talking about DaVinci Resolve, so that's pretty cool. Um, I have a note here. I'm trying to make notes. I'm like going over my notes. Like, what is this? So I'm guessing this is something we were texting or talking about. I'm pretty sure what we're talking about, kind of like AI slop kind of videos, which I did play around with the YouTube Create app or whatever, which is kind of like a basic iPhone video editor with also like the ability to generate AI clips. And yeah, everything felt kind of just stiff and like rubbery, maybe. I don't know. Looks a little. It didn't look great. Um, Also, you're in the edit page and you can generate new clips. So I was like, well, and I tried to even, I think, tell it like, hey, reference, keep it similar or whatever. I don't know. So you want to make like, if you wanted to make like a fully AI video, maybe I suck at prompting. Um, it doesn't have any reference to the clip before, I don't think. It doesn't seem to be stylistically the same characters or match lighting or whatever. It's just kind of whatever. I watched Begonia, if I'm saying that correctly. I think it's a Greek or Latin word. I can't remember. I looked it up slightly because I was like, oh, where did they get this word from? What does it mean? Or is it just made up? It is. There's like a story behind it. It does involve bees, um, like feeding off the carcass or coming out of the carcasses of like dead animals or cows or something. I don't remember now. Long day. Or just, I didn't get lost. I don't know. Whatever. I really liked the film. So I just finished watching. I get a lot of films from the library and got Good Fortune, which I thought, oh, this is gonna be funny. It was a dud. I was like, this is the worst. I didn't the whole all the way through. I was like, ah, I should finish it. I did, and then I popped in Begonia, and I showed my wife the trailer to this. I'm like, yeah, you want to watch it because she likes Emma Stone, but our schedules are a little off, so I didn't have time to watch with the wife, but she was like, she saw the trailer. She's like, oh, the twist, she'll be the alien. I'm like, ha, laugh it off. I'm like, no, these are crazy people that are, conspiracy theorists, nut jobs. And yeah, she's an alien. I was like, when by the time she gets into the ambulance and when she's like waking up, I'm like, oh shit. And then, especially by the time she gets out and she's going back to the building, I'm like, fuck, why? This is not the film I wanted. But after the scene where she finally like comes up to like the Earth, which is in the little bubble thing, the little Earth display, and she pops it, I was kind of like, huh. And I thought like right there it could have ended, but and when he started cutting back to Earth, I'm like, is this necessary? But I think it was necessary as I watched a little bit more and you started seeing it's not like they killed off Earth, they killed off the problem, right? Humans, I guess. Like they were still the animals, and everything else was living. And I liked Emma Stone. I liked a lot of the acting in it. Emma Stone's acting though, like she seemed sad to like kill off humans. And then the main actor, or the main guy actor, I thought he was really good too. And but like after he gets back from the hospital, grabs the gun, heads downstairs. When it cuts to, like, the very first time it cuts, like, back to Emma Stone, that was, like, I thought that was super awesome. Like, I don't know, her attitude or just the way the whole scene kind of played out. And at first I thought, oh, wow, she's like, she just went through this room of notes and stuff, and she's like, just fucking with him to get back to her office and get out of there. But then I was like, oh, that seems to probably read a little differently now that I know she is an alien. So it's definitely something I'm probably going to watch again. At first, like, that film I was loving all the way up to the point where I realized, oh god, she's an alien. Then I was like, fuck. And then I watched a bit longer and I was like, maybe not. Maybe I do like it. I think it's one I should watch again. I like the colors and the look of it. The characters were pretty good. So, yeah, that was a good one. And that's about all I watched this week. So, one bad film, one good film. It's not horrible, I suppose. Yeah, and then I'm working on finishing on my film, so it should be out hopefully within the next few days. And then gotta start working on something else. I've been listening to so you and I apparently were reading about Roger Deakins, and then I found his book on Libby through the library. So I'm gonna start listening to that next while I'm doing my door dashing. But I've got another book to finish up, and then you shared his podcast, or him and his wife's podcast, and I started listening to that this morning, and so far I'm really liking it, so I think that'll be really good. So, gonna watch more films this week, gonna listen to some podcasts and some books about some cinematography, and gonna work on getting some better looking videos out. This one, I learned a few things. I mean, I haven't done the sound yet, but I'm gonna start working on the sound. But some of it I like. I think it's an improvement from the last one. So the next one will be even better, possibly. I can't wait to hear what you're working on. See what kind of stuff we get to now that we're, 3 weeks left? All right. Well, ta-ta.